Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new for the first time, welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Amy. I'm a travel agent and travel blogger, kind of a weird hybrid in the travel world, and I share my own travel reviews and experiences and tips on this channel. And if that is something that sounds good to you, make sure to subscribe and ring the little notification bell so that you know when a new video is here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sandals Resort locations. So you've probably heard of Sandals Resorts. It's one of the most famous all-inclusive brands. Sandals actually takes it an extra step by calling themselves luxury included, which just means that you have a little bit more amenities than some of your standard all-inclusive resorts. Just really quickly to go over some of the things that are included at Sandals before we get to the resort locations. Of course, dining and drinks if you're staying at club level or higher, so club level or butler level. You also have free room service included. Luxury transfers are included. So transfers to and from the airport, you don't have to worry about booking that separate. Sandals takes care of that for you. Water sports, sailing, snorkeling, water skiing, even scuba is included if you're certified, and for a nominal fee, it's about $400, sometimes a little bit less. You can get certified and then dive for the rest of your trip for free. So your gratuities, your taxes, your fees, literally everything is included at Sandals. And yes, I know a lot of all-inclusive resorts say that gratuities are included, you don't have to tip, but we all know that you really should, and if you're not, shame on you. But at Sandals, it's actually forbidden. There are only a couple of exceptions. You can tip butlers, and you should. You can tip at the spa, but other than that, you really are not allowed to tip at Sandals. Like, it's forbidden. You're not allowed to do it, so don't do it. One of the questions that I get a lot about Sandals is Sandals Adults Only, and yes, not only is Sandals Adults Only, it's actually couples only. So if you're planning a family trip, a multi-generational trip, or just a trip with children, Beaches Resorts, and there are 3 of them, I'll talk about those today, Beaches Resorts is a good alternative. Another question that I get a lot is, are there Sandals resorts in Mexico or even in the US? And the answer is no. Mexico has no Sandals resorts. Everything is in the Caribbean, and there are no Sandals resorts in the US. So are Sandals resorts open right now? That's another question that I've gotten a lot lately. And yes, I've booked lots of Sandals vacations for my clients lately, actually more and more. I just booked my first client trip to Sandals Curacao, which doesn't even open until April. I booked it for a client in April, so I'm super excited about that, and I can't wait to see the resort myself. And then you may be wondering, why would I book Sandals with a travel agent? The thing with Sandals is that they do regulate their pricing. So it's not like you're gonna get a better price anywhere else. So you might as well book with a travel agent. It's not gonna cost you any extra, and you're gonna get a lot of extra value. I am certified to do this. I will leave all of my info in the description below if you'd like to contact me. I actually don't even charge a fee. It's one of the few things I don't charge a fee to book is Sandals. So if you'd like to book Sandals with someone who is certified to do that, I'll leave all of my info in the description below. Okay, so let's get to the Sandals Resort locations. First of all, as of right now, and things are changing a little bit, but as of right now, Sandals has 15 locations covering 6 countries. But they're working on number 16 in country number 7, which I mentioned earlier, which is Sandals Curacao, which is in Curacao. So where are the Sandals resorts located? There are 2 Sandals resorts in the Bahamas. First is the Sandals Royal Bahamian. It is the closest resort to the US, only about an hour from Miami. The resort has 10 restaurants, 8 bars, 7 pools, and a private offshore island where you can enjoy water sports and so much more. I will have really nice picture brochures that you can take a look at, flip through. I'll have those in the description below, and then also I'll link to my Sandals site where you can actually compare pricing and availability and amenities so that you can figure out which Sandals resort is right for you. But that was Sandals Royal Bahamian. The second resort in the Bahamas is Sandals Emerald Bay, which is in Great Exuma, Bahamas. So Exuma is the district of the Bahamas with over 365 islands, and if it sounds familiar to you, this is where the pigs are. You know how you can swim with the pigs in the Bahamas? This is where that is. So if that is a bucket list item, and it is for me, I haven't done it yet, but it's on my list. Maybe next year, 2022, 2023, I don't know. I'll be there. I'll be there sometime. You can come with me. Sandals Emerald Bay actually includes golf. Some of these resorts do. Not all, but most of them do, or have access to another resort nearby that has golf. There's 11 restaurants, 6 bars, and 3 pools at Sandals Emerald Bay. Now, Jamaica. Sandals Jamaica. If you are a super fan of The Office like I am, you can't say Sandals Jamaica without thinking of Michael Scott. And let me just tell you really quick, there's not actually a Sandals Jamaica. That's not a name of any of the resorts. There are actually 6 resorts and they all have different names. So we'll talk about them now. The first one is Sandals Montego Bay, which is the very first kind of OG Sandals resort. It's known as the beachfront resort where the party never stops. Montego Bay is a large resort, 12 restaurants, 6 bars, 7 pools, and it has exchange privileges with other Sandals resorts in the area. And then we get to Sandals Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean is where I like to think that Michael Scott and Jan visited Sandals because, and here's why, because Sandals Royal Caribbean is the only Sandals where they actually have topless or nude sunbathing. And you know, the photo with Jan, if you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, just skip to the next part. But anyway, so there's a photo of Jan sunbathing topless, and this is where it would have to be. So this is where I like to think that they went, but of course they are fictional and not real. So anyway, Royal Caribbean does have an offshore island, and there is a section for nude sunbathing, so don't worry if you're not into that at all, that's fine. You're not gonna just walk up on it. It's separate and hard to get to. And then they also have overwater bungalows. This is one of the 3 resorts that has overwater bungalows, offshore island, 9 restaurants, exchange privileges. It's a really amazing resort. So that's Royal Caribbean. Then there's Sandals Ochi. So Sandals Ochi is the cheapest of the Sandals resorts. It has more pools than any other, 105. Yes, 105, I'm not kidding. There are a lot of pools, a lot of private and semi-private pools. You can't swim in all of them. But it's on 110 acres. It has 16 restaurants, 11 bars, including an underground speakeasy, really cool place. So it's a really large property, but if you're really wanting to do a butler level suite for a good price, this is the one you need to check out. Sandals Negril is located on the famous 7 Mile Beach in Jamaica. It has one of the best beaches of any Sandals resort, especially in Jamaica. I would say this is the best beach of the Sandals resort. Of course, every Sandals resort has a good beach, so don't get me wrong. But Sandals Negril also has 7 restaurants, 5 bars, and 4 pools. It's also one of the more affordable resorts, a little bit more than Ochi, but still less than some of the others. Sandals South Coast is set on 500 acres. It is the only Sandals resort that is all beachfront and all ocean view. So no matter what, you will get an ocean view room at this resort. It might be a little bit obstructed by a palm tree or something, but every single room is ocean view, which is amazing. Sandals South Coast is one of the 2 resorts. Sandals South Coast is one of the 2 Sandals resorts in Jamaica that has overwater bungalows. I've already talked about the other one. I'll talk about the third in a minute because it's not in Jamaica. There's 9 restaurants, 4 pools, 7 bars, and it is absolutely an amazing resort, especially if you want to stay oceanfront, ocean view, beachfront, what have you. This is the resort for you. Sandals Royal Plantation is Sandals' only all butler boutique resort. So it's very different than the others. It doesn't have the luxury level, the club level butler. It is all butler. There's only 74 suites, so it is a smaller, more intimate experience. Of course, this comes with a higher price, but it's worth it. It's all butler. It's amazing. There are 5 restaurants, and you have exchange privileges with some of the other Sandals resorts in the area. There are currently 2 more Sandals resorts that are being built in Jamaica and 1 new beaches resort that's being built in Jamaica as well. So the new resorts are going to be Sandals Duns River and Sandals Royal Duns River. So keep an eye out for those in the future. I will make a video as soon as we have more info on those 2 resorts. Now let's island hop over to Antigua and talk about Sandals Grande Antigua. It has been voted the world's most romantic resort on many occasions. There are 11 restaurants, scuba diving, these really amazing luxury suites with sky pools. Seriously, I'll put a picture in here. Really great resort for honeymoons. One of my favorites for honeymoons. I have a blog post about my favorite Sandals resorts for honeymoons. I'll put in the description. And then it's located on Dickinson Bay, which is considered one of the most stunning beaches in Antigua. You definitely need to check it out. Gonna island hop again over to St. Lucia, Sandals Halcyon Beach, which has 6 restaurants, 7 bars. It's all the cottages are no taller than a palm tree, so everybody has a really stunning view. It's a really beautiful resort. I'll put some pictures. Everything in St. Lucia is absolutely stunning. So if you want the most beautiful scenery in the Caribbean, you should probably go to one of these 2 resorts. Sandals Grand St. Lucian, which is located on its very own peninsula. This is one of the 3 Sandals resorts with overwater bungalows, an amazing, amazing honeymoon resort, 12 restaurants, 6 bars, 5 pools. When you stay at one of the 3 Sandals resorts in St. Lucia, you do have exchange privileges with the other resort. If golf is important to you, you might want to check out Sandals Regency Latok. In addition to an on-property 9-hole golf course, Regency Latok also has 9 restaurants, 3 pools, and 8 bars. Staying at a Sandals resort in Barbados offers you 2 times the fun because you can always hop to the other resort as well. They are actually right next to each other, so it's really, really easy. Barbados is home to the most amazing white sand beaches, lots of monkeys, crystal clear water. It's truly beautiful. Sandals Barbados offers Crystal Lagoon swim-up suites. That would be what I would recommend. 11 restaurants, 3 pools, 7 bars, and then you can just hop right over to Royal Barbados during your stay. Now, Sandals Royal Barbados offers a super unique rooftop pool, 7 restaurants, and it even has a bowling alley. And again, you can always resort hop back and forth between the 2. They are walkable. Now we're gonna head over to Grenada. Grenada is home to black and white sand beaches along with some of the clearest water in the world. It's the perfect location for diving. We'll talk about that in a minute because you can go diving here for free if you're certified, or you can get certified and then do it for free. Either way. There's even an underwater sculpture park in Grenada, and it was the first in the world. Sandals Grenada offers 10 on-site restaurants, 6 bars, PADI scuba diving. They have private infinity pools on some of the balconies, which is amazing. I'll put a picture in here. And don't forget, you can check out pricing for your dates, really beautiful brochures in the description. And then Curacao, so the 16th resort and the 9th Caribbean location is coming soon. It will have 350 luxury rooms. It will have a neighboring 18-hole golf course. This opens in April, but you can actually book it right now. So make sure to contact me or just check out the description if you'd like to do that. I think this is going to be one of Sandals' best resorts yet. If you didn't realize that Sandals was couples only and you want to maybe go as a friends group or have a family trip, etc., whatever you want to do, Beaches Resorts is also here for you. There are 3 Beaches Resorts right now and another one being built in Jamaica. 2 are in Jamaica. 1 is in Negril, so Beaches Negril. And then there's also Beaches Ocho Rios, which is near Sandals Ochi. And also Beaches Turks and Caicos, which is amazing. There's no Sandals in Turks and Caicos, only beaches, which is really interesting. So if you want to go to Turks and Caicos, beaches would be a really, really great option. If you are considering getting married at Sandals, I have 2 words for you. Why not? Because as long as you stay for at least 3 nights, you can do a absolutely free wedding at Sandals, whether it's an intimate elopement for just the 2 of you, which is what I recommend because that's what I did. But it's not for everybody, and I get that. You can also do a large wedding there. And you may be wondering, if it's couples only, how do they accommodate weddings? Well, generally speaking, exceptions can be made. I can ask for those exceptions on your behalf if you have maybe 2 grandmas that want to room together or something like that. However, often what happens if you're having a wedding at Sandals is that guests can also stay at nearby beaches if that is available, and then they can just come in. So if you have if you want to get married at a Sandals, you might choose a Sandals in Jamaica where there are also Beaches Resorts. That way you could just have guests come from beaches to come to your wedding, if that makes sense. And if you do stay for at least 7 nights, you get all kinds of perks for your wedding. So just send me a message. Send me a message. We'll talk about it. I had over 10 years of experience in the wedding industry before I started in the travel industry. So I'm up at 14, 15 years experience in the wedding industry now. I know about this stuff. I know. So I hope this list of the Sandals Resort locations helped you maybe get an idea. Hopefully we saw some pretty pictures. And like I said, you can always go and look in the description. I will have links to every single Sandals Resort brochure, the site where we can compare them, lots and lots of pictures, my contact info, everything you need. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I answer all my comments, so if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.